And let's see, we got one more thing to rig in here. The last thing, and you know, again, if you're really into it, you could just rotate bones and animate bones. It's up to you how you feel about this. I have this preference for IK in the arms. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my IK handle tool, and I got my sticky IK handles, great. And if I go and I put an IK handle directly from here to here, you're going to see that I can't actually go in and rotate the ulna. Okay, it won't move. These things won't move. So I'm just going to go in here and undo that. So sometimes having this ulna joint directly in the middle here can cause some weird feedback issues. And just to avoid any of these issues altogether, because I want to keep everything simple, I don't want to get too complicated, I'm just going to take this wrist and I'm going to go and hold down shift and select the elbow. I'm going to press P. And that takes it so this thing here isn't directly in the same hierarchy here. Okay, and so then what that means is if I go in here and I take this IK handle and I go and I click from here to here, if I have the rotate tool on, if I select this joint here for the ulna, I can rotate it independently in it. See it moving over here. Doesn't look like it's moving here, but it is. Okay, and so there, first little trick, and that's without doing anything fancy, because I've got fancy tricks, but I'm trying to avoid them. Okay, next I want some kind of controller for the hand. I'm just going to go here to the top view, and typically what I do is I go in and I create, let's use the EP curve tool. See, I always keep the EP curve tool so that it's on nice curvy lines, and then I keep the CV so it's on straight lines, and I'll just do something like that. Great, I just make some kind of mitty thing. Now let's just center the pivot, and I'm just going to put it on the move tool, and let's just go and pop this up here. Great. And then when I do that, I notice that I want to move this. I'm just going to grab the hull, move this like that. So it's just around the hand someplace. Okay, great. And you'll see if I go back to object mode, pivot point's still there. Freeze the transformations, kill the history. Great. Now, if I go in and I do something like I grab the IK handle, and let's just name this so I don't get confused. This is arm L IK. Okay, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to parent it to this controller. Okay, and now I can move the hand around. Okay, now you notice that when I move it around, the hand is following, and actually I kind of like that, but I'm trying to keep this simple on you. So what I'm going to do is I want when I go in here and I rotate, the hand isn't going to do anything. Okay, we got some funkiness here, maybe the elbow. Maybe I'll tackle that first before I do this last bit here. Now let's tackle the hand first. If I go in here to constrain, there's a constraint in here called orient, and because all I really want this to do is rotate around and follow this, so I'm just going to go in and there's a thing, maintain offset. Great. I'm going to grab the controller, hold down shift, and grab the wrist joint and put add. So now there's a constraint on just the orientation of this. So when I rotate it, it follows. Okay. And again, there are some issues with this, but I'm trying to keep it simple. And I'm just going to go in and I need to do some other controller here. You'll see that the IK handle here I can control with a twist. I can control where the elbow is pointing, but typically a lot of people like to use a locator. I'm just going to go and pop that here, and I'm just going to go in and grab the local scale values, make it a bit bigger so you can see it. Let's freeze the transformations. That gets rid of the transforms here and pops them into this here. And let's just call this elbow control. Okay, great. And if I grab the locator first, hold down shift, select the IK handle, and I go constrain, there's another constraint in here called the pull vector constraint. And when I do that, what it does is makes it so that when I move this, the elbow points at that. Okay, so we've done it. That's a really simple arm rig using IK. If I take this locator, hold down shift, select the hand control, and I go over here and I parent it to the shoulder control. Okay, I've seen some people parent it in weird spots, but I think that seems to make more sense to me. So when I go in here and I rotate this, it follows along. Nothing's flying off, nothing's acting weird. Keep in mind too that if you want to, you could do things like for the fingers and stuff, if you want to animate them, you could go in and make Cetrivan keys for your hand. We're at 5 minutes, so you know what? I might just go and quickly do something like that. I'm just going to take this IK handle, and I'll wait for cleanup for that. Oh, actually, maybe one more thing in the forearm. I might put, you might remember that I did an expression in the last little tutorial thing. I'm going to do it again here. I'm just going to go in and go Window, Animation Editors, Expression Editor. And there's the ulna here, and its rotational axis is X here, and I want that to line up with the X rotation in this thing. Okay, so these things should be zeroed out right now. Great. If I grab this and I go here to rotate X, you can tell it's rotate X because of the red circle on here. Red or the rotate tool has got the red line here. Okay, and I'm just going to take that and drop it down here, and I'll do an equals, and then it's going to be wrist, and make sure you're checking your capitals. Oh, and it's probably like L wrist, and rotate capital X, and I'm going to make that half rotation as well, so I'm going to go in there and multiply, so that's a little asterisk, by 0.5. Okay, so it only rotates at half. And actually, just hold on a second. If it rotates at half, yeah, whatever. Great. And I'll just get rid of that. And so now when I take this and I rotate it, you can see this. Oh crap! You can see that when I select this bone, the rotate X is sitting at 48. When I select this one here, it's sitting at roughly 24. Okay, so that's fixed. And do I want us to do a Cetrivan key for the finger? Yeah, if you want to see it, I'll just do one, and then I'm going to stop the video, I think. So if I go in here and I go Modify, Add Attributes, because people are going to ask about crap like this, I know it. Long name, we'll just call this Index. Okay, minimum value, -10, maximum 10, default 0, hit OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab these joints here for the finger. And if I go here to Edit, oh, where is it? Where's the shortcut? Oh, I haven't hooked it up. This one here is going to be a Rotate Y, so if I go in here and do this, Edit, Cetrivan key. So I just had to highlight which channel I wanted, and then I got access to this, and it loaded them all up at once. This is a big bad cheat. I shouldn't show you this. And then I'm going to load the driver, and there's the index finger right there, and there's the indexes. I'm just going to hit key. And sometimes I find this a little bit better if I have the geometry on, so I can see what the hell I'm doing. I'm just going to grab all the index, or actually, we're going to take this, I'm going to make it to a value, the index to a value of 10. What time are we at? 80. Okay, good. And I'm going to take all these. You can actually just select them all right here. You can select them over again in the hypergraph, whatever you want to do. I just grab them all at once. Or you can grab them individually and rotate them. I'm just going to go and do something like this, and we're going to see if actually I got good weighting. I got good weighting! It doesn't look like they're actually, the weighting is that good, but whatever. I didn't actually weight it at all, to be honest. Maybe later I will. And there, great. Just make it so it looks like I'm making a knuckle here, and maybe I'll take this one, rotate a bit more. Great. And I'll just highlight them all, and I'll hit key, and we'll just check it out and make sure it's working. And actually I didn't name this thing. L hand control. Great. And let's just see if it's working. Index 10 down to 0. And then I'm going to do something obnoxious. I'll just go and take this and I'll bend it back, because you never know. Sometimes that bending back like that. And actually I'll take that last joint there and bend it back just a little bit further. Okay, great. And these things are all highlighted, and I'll just go and hit key. And now my index goes from -10. God damn it, why didn't it work? Thought I hit key. Okay, whatever, it didn't work. I'll have to go back and do that. Anyway, do this, and I go back to -10, and grab all these, rotate them up, take that last one, rotate a bit more. I'm just going to deselect, and I'm going to reselect these things, make sure they're on. And then when I hit key, and I go over here and I grab this, And you know what it is because I changed the frickin' name of this halfway through this frickin' oh, God damn it. Oh, driver, what are we at? That's 10 minutes. I'll stop now. I'll fix it.